So I know most of you rejected the Fraternacons as a show where me and my brother riff on videos. There are still many of you who enjoyed that, but for the most part, people weren't interested in seeing it. For a long time now, I thought I shouldn't do anything even Fraternacons related on my main channel because people would ignore it and it would hurt my channel. But today, I had the thought that maybe you would actually appreciate it if it were more in line with the rest of my videos. I know a lot of you did actually really like my brother. It was just that you weren't interested in the TV stuff we were doing. So here's hoping you actually enjoy this, because I'd love to do more stuff like it with him in my videos. Also, if you're a patron, there are still like 10 of you who haven't voted for what you want the next Toy World review to be. So if you can please stop by the Patreon and cast your vote, I would much appreciate it. And I hope you all enjoy this discussion about Legacy with my brother. Tell me how you feel about it after the video in the comments. Okay, so what we're going to be doing this time is I'm going to be showing you the new Legacy line. I think I've only shown you one thing from the Legacy line. I want to get your like genuine reactions to what you're seeing, and at the end of the video, what I want to do is I want to go through and we're going to look at what we would add to this line, what we would change, and if there's anything that we just want like cut from it for like any reason. Like it's just like, no, get rid of that. That shouldn't be in here.
Springer in the line?
Not yet. No.
Cut the whole line. Whatever's between us and another Springer, just gonna keep getting rid of it.
So the first one I'm going to show you is the RC. Oops. Okay, so this is the RC.
Okay, she got.
It's based on Prime.
I feel like one of the defining features of Prime RC was like the slenderness that you can only really achieve in animation. So I shouldn't be like, oh, that looks blocky and weird, because it is a physical toy that they had to like make, but it looks blocky and weird and not. It doesn't capture
the character.
The character. It's almost like you could paint this and it would be an entirely different character.
So I forgot to mention to you, to explain what the point of this line is that they want to take like just the diaspora of all Transformers and kind of cram it into a G1 aesthetic. So it's going to be a bunch of characters from a bunch of different shows and lines and whatnot, and they're going to be making them more G1, essentially, is the idea. I don't think, for me personally, I don't think that they made this one more G1. I think they just screwed up. Like, they just botched the sculpt. But I do have to point out the wheels hanging off the legs. That's a really bad look, especially for a character who's supposed to have the wheels like go into the backs of her calves.
It's not like the elegant swooping lines of Prime RC, nor is it the nice blocky shapes of G1.
Okay, so that was RC. Next, I feel like I'm going to go with Drag Strip.
So I immediately don't actually care about this.
Yeah.
I hate Yellow.
Okay.
I hate Sunstreaker. And this is just him again. His head's different, but they can't hide the fact. They can't just slap someone else's head onto Sunstreaker and say, hey, look, he's cool now.
That's not the one. That's not Sunstreaker's body at all.
No, it is. Look at it.
It's not.
It's yellow.
It's very yellow.
There's no details. There's just yellow.
Yeah. He is like, it's
like a sharp.
This is one of the
black construction paper.
This is one of the Stunticons, and I will profess that I've never cared for the Stunticons. I think they all have lame designs, and for me, it was always a downgrade, because when the Autobots got combiners, it was either an upgrade or more of the same. Like the Fencer was like, okay, we got more of the same, and then they got the Aerial Bots before that, and it was like, okay, now we have Autobots that have jet modes and they can fly. This is the first for the Autobots. They're getting something new. Then with the Decepticons, you had the Constructicons, who's like, okay, these guys can build things. They're very efficient at building things. And then you have the Combaticons, who are like, okay, we got basically more of the same, except more like even harder core in terms of fighting potential. And then you had the fucking Stunticons, who it's like, oh, okay, they have cars now. Like, and they're not even like good. Like maybe that can make sense as like the stealth teams, like it might be just cars on the street. But it's like, all the Stunticons did was they like to run around and smash up cars and run people over and whatnot, because they were a bunch of psychopaths.
That sounds cool as hell, though.
So it was just more of the same, and then Menasor was a lame thing. So what's going to happen here is they're going to take Menasor, and they're going to do what the third party's been doing lately, because Menasor is like just completely useless, worthless design that no one can make work, because it's just a dude with cars kind of hanging off of him. He's not made out of cars. It's a dude with cars hanging off of him. So it's going to be Motormaster is going to have a trailer that comes with him. He's going to be a commander class, and the trailer is going to become the body of the combiner, and then everyone's just going to be kind of like slapped onto that. So this guy is going to just be kind of pegged onto it.
Why do combiners always have to be humanoid?
I mean,
why don't they combine into something like Freak? What if they turned into the Mega Car? You know, why do they go from Robot Man to car, and we have only seen them combine into bigger Robot Man? Why not bigger car?
Anyways, that's the explanation of what's going to happen with this guy.
Why is he wearing like a boxing helmet?
It's just the HUD he's always had. This is the G1 figures, because this is a G1 figure, are basically as unchanged as they could really get them.
I don't understand if they're going for a G. Like that looks pretty G1 because it looks like shit.
Ouch.
That's not going to go over well with this fan base.
Oh no, it'll go over great with a lot of my fans.
I'm sure. Yeah, it just doesn't like. It looks like you look at it, you squint, you're like, it's like a train. It looks to me like that's a cowcatcher on the front of a train.
No, but it's a Formula 1 car with 6 wheels.
It's got the old school wheel attachment thing that I do actually like a lot, with the two like pegs you can squeeze together.
People are gonna. You said that before. People are gonna like play you live. No, people are gonna be angry about that.
I hate that. It's so fun to like stick your fingers in there and like your fingers hurt.
Yeah, no, there are a lot of people who truly hate that, because what they want is like painted hubcaps, and that's like the antithesis of that.
Just stick a thing over it. You can do that.
Yeah, but they want it to come.
People at home, I know you all craft toys in your spare time. Very normal hobby. Just stick a.
I'd like to point out his head becomes like the driver's seat. And it doesn't look quite right, but this is something I've always said and I always want to see more of. I want more like heads that transform, like into something else that don't just have to like hide away. Also, this is something I'm just noticing. They got the engine back here, but clearly like it's supposed to like there's some like faux form going on.
No, that's a beer can and a cup holder.
There's 2 beer cans in
Yeah.
one cup holder, and it's been in the sun for so long the label's faded off.
No, you can't. Here's the thing: if they're not sponsoring you, you can't show the label, so you have to pay an intern to sand the label off the can.
Okay, next we're gonna look at Kickback, another of the G1 guys.
Oh yes, he looks great. Like yeah, that's awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's wrong? What?
I don't like how far his arms are off his body. You can see that there's a huge
but
gap.
Now he's got like fully 360 rotating thingamadoos.
I don't like his swords. Like they're like people have told me they're not swords. They're his wings. No, these are swords. They're swords that are meant to look like his wings, but they're swords.
Yeah, I mean they're just big lasery weapon things. I love me some clear plastic.
That's gonna go over like a fart in church with my audience as well.
It doesn't make any sense. It's colorful clear plastic.
I'm really worried about these taking just the wings taking a wrong tweak and those circlets around his arms just snapping in half and the wing falling off. But yeah, you guys all. I hate the way these store because you got the wings that are one texture and they're one design and they're white, and then you just clamp these onto the side to like fill them out, but they're just so bulky and ugly.
He's got that dodge out.
Also, I don't like the way that there's just like a panel that comes up to hide his face.
Yeah, but it does look like his bug face with his big buck tooth. And his...
He doesn't have a big butt tooth. He's not supposed to.
I think did.
Nah.
I think they all did.
Nah. Okay, so interesting. You
Yeah, I
like
love that one.
Okay.
That looks great.
Okay, he looks like G1. Okay.
It does, yeah.
Okay, so here we're gonna go with Bouquet.
Yeah, you know, I've seen this before.
Yeah, this is
everything about it's wrong inherently.
Yeah.
His legs are too long. His body's not G1 at all. It's all. They've invented a new style. If they released a series of figures kind of like this, where the truck or the vehicle components were just incredibly prominent and almost unchanged, that would almost be a thing. I don't know if it would be anybody's thing, but it would be its own thing. Saying, hey, look, this goes with these, and then holding up the other 3 or 4 figures you've shown me so far is a slap in the face.
Here's the thing. I actually kind of really like what I'm seeing here. Like, so
YouTube words.
So, you can cuss at me. Feel free.
You're
Okay, that's you have overused that privilege in one go.
I'll do it again.
Okay, so what I like is you said the legs are too long. I like the fact that the legs are this long because they're robots. They can change out their limbs like however they want. And I always hated his stupid short stubby legs where he had to waddle. He had to waddle everywhere. It's like
that was the character. Like,
no, the character did not have to waddle. They're like that is.
Like, does Bouquet exist outside of Prime?
He was from animated first.
Didn't he also look stupid in that?
He looked cooler, I think. He looked a lot cooler. In animated, he turned into an APC, and in Prime he just turned into a big SUV, which if you ask me is a huge downgrade. Yeah. But yeah, I like what I'm saying here. It's a little odd, and I get why it's not everyone's thing.
Yeah,
but...
if they could, here's the thing: he would almost be a different, really cool robot if they could have transformed the chest a little bit.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have been whatever the hell this is, which I said is this could be a thing. But even just his head sculpt is just not analogous to the rest of his line.
Yeah, I don't quite feel the head sculpt. I really wish they had gone with the animated version.
Oh my god, you can see through his windows into his scrawny skeleton body.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's so thin in there. It's like he's wearing a cardboard box. That's so... Oh my god, they could have tucked in his sides a little bit. There could have been a really easy transformation where they just unpegged something and they overlapped each other and gave him a little bit more of a waist.
Yeah.
And he would look way more normal.
Okay, so there, that's his alt mode.
Okay, I'm seeing already it doesn't have those wheels I like. That's a problem.
What wheels?
The ones with the 2 little pegs that you have to squeeze
Oh,
together.
shut the fuck up.
I could have told you this was coming because his entire chest is just this.
Yeah, here's the thing that offends me. Here's the thing that offends me deeply, is that he's got these wheels behind his head, right?
Yeah.
He's got these wheels on his shoulders, and he's got these wheels here. Either these wheels behind his shoulders or these wheels behind his head become spare tires.
Yeah.
So we have introduced either like ugly kibble on the shoulders or ugly kibble behind the head to get spare tires.
Crazy idea. Hidden third mode that they haven't revealed yet.
I don't see that happen. So yeah, that was Bulkhead. Then we're going to do Skids. This is another G1 character. Okay, this is Skids.
His feet are ridiculous. His arms are tiny in a weird... I feel like if you took away that panel that's like coming out of his like tramp stamp area, he would look very strange.
Tramp stamp.
Yeah, if you just got rid of that, because that's definitely just hanging down.
Yeah, he would be very skinny.
Very skinny and then suddenly very broad. I like his head.
So this is the car, and they wanted this plate on the back of it to like form his head for some reason.
I do like it. I think that the...
They have flat out missed a trick here. They put a peg port right here, and they put the gas cap right next to it.
Yeah,
this
I was just looking at that.
Guess how much screen time he had in G1?
5.
5 screen time?
Mm-hmm.
And how many minutes does that translate to?
5 minutes.
40 seconds.
Oh.
He was in G1 for 40 seconds.
What do you do? Did he skid?
He was running in the background.
Oh.
That's who Skid was. And then at one point he was like on an operating table, and that was really it. So that's Skids. No one knows who this is. No one cares.
I like his car.
I don't. Then we got Lift Ticket.
This guy's awesome. This guy kicks ass. It's like not even the Transformers toy. This is like a different children's toy that just also can transform. I've always liked the idea of just like a tow truck transformer.
Okay.
Because there never was one, even though you think they definitely... Was there?
This is a flat repaint of Hoist.
Oh, yeah, I guess. No, but here, like, wasn't Hoist like a crane truck? You know, it's like
no.
they're lowering people down into the sewer or whatever.
No, it's fucking stupid. So you had Hoist and Grapple, and I always get the two confused. Grapple was the crane truck. Hoist was just a tow truck.
Okay. Which one's the one with the penis? You know what I'm
Punch
talking about.
dildo for the
No, the one that's like actually on his crotch, and there's that shot from the show where it's like going.
Oh, that's
off.
that's a GoBot, and that was actually like that's not a joke, that's not a parody, that's just in the normal show.
Yeah,
I can't
like dick joke.
I can't
GoBots sucks.
Okay, so we're doing Legacy Optimus Prime here.
I hate it.
You hate it?
Yeah.
So
It's
this
like John Cusack.
I don't.
That movie where he holds the boombox up.
Okay.
That's
his
a
shoulders?
robot. Yeah, he's built into him. The functionality of being John
Those
Cusack
are supposed
in
to
that
be,
one movie.
Those are supposed to be like rocket pods, and you can flip them up. You can see that there's hinges here, and then there's clear rockets underneath. This is based on Laser Prime, which was like the stupid thing that they did.
Assuming it's Japanese.
This is G2.
Oh my god.
This is
really?
this is peak G2, right? So it was Laser Optimus Prime, and he had stickers like okay, so I'll show you the alt mode. That's what his alt mode looked like, except for the entire side. This was coated with stickers that had Optimus Prime with stickers of himself on a giant laser turret, blowing the fuck out of some Decepticons, and said Optimus Prime rules across it. And it was
okay.
It was stupid and
And then within a month, those 1980 whatever stickers all peeled off.
Pretty
Nobody
much.
ever saw them again.
yeah, no one like.
Assuming they were that like glossy reflective type of sticker that doesn't stick. Or the
You're right. Fun fact: this is the mold that the first finger quotes Nemesis Prime was based on.
So Nemesis Prime was originally a Laser Prime.
Yes.
Not actually any version of actual Optimus Prime.
Yes.
Come on with the minicons.
No, that was Armada.
Did Optimus Prime have like big ears?
Yes.
Okay, then yes. There's
Well,
a memory.
Well, they're like if you're talking like the ears that are like sticking out like that, or you're talking like the ears that were like.
They kind of look like Wheeljack's head.
That, you're thinking Armada again.
Okay, well then I don't know anything.
So that's Laser Prime. So RC.
Another picture that we never looked at. Okay.
Oh yeah, we don't cover vehicle.
Yeah, you did that. I was like, oh, why are you hiding that?
No.
The vehicle mode looks
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, pretty good. The robot mode looks like it turns into this vehicle.
Yeah.
They said, oh, we're gonna take characters who weren't in G1 and make them G1. I don't know what they thought that meant.
Yeah, not with this one.
Yeah.
I can kind of get it with Bulkhead. Like I can see that they were like, okay, we're gonna make him like blockier. We're gonna give him like more normal proportions.
Look, his elbow is bent at a 90-degree angle and it's permanent.
So anyways, okay, so now we're going to try and repair this line. So who is the figure that you think needs to be fixed the most?
Probably this one.
This one needs to be fixed.
Either that or Bulkhead, but we already talked about that.
So what would you do to fix this?
Just make it better. Melt it slightly.
Melt it.
Yeah, literally just. I feel like if you just put that in the microwave, it would just naturally kind of like
Soften up.
Yeah, soften up, elongate slightly, make her taller.
Yeah, this looks like it's gonna be tiny.
Yeah, this looks not just tiny, but like the proportions are very masculine.
That's what a lot of people say.
Yeah, no, I'm not just saying she look like there is a leg to torso to head to arms ratio that is indicative of RC, I guess. Yeah. And this is not it. This is her head on someone else's body, straight up.
Okay. And if you could add a figure to the line, who would you add? Or several if you want.
Let me think. I don't actually know a lot of. Give me little figmas of all the Kiss Players girls.
Shut the
Just little vinyl figures.
I would like to point out that Chris McFeely just made a video about Kiss Players like the other day, and it made me want to take a shower.
He's been listening to me tell everybody I know about Kiss Players. Make the Beast Wars characters into vehicles, but have them still definitely be the Beast Wars characters.
That's an interesting idea. That's an interesting idea. Personally, I think I would go with Titan class Tidal Wave.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Just like everyone else.
If you were barred from Beast Wars, can you come up with anything?
I don't have a lot of experience outside of G1 Beast Wars.
You watched all of Armada with me when we were kids.
Yeah, I just don't remember any of it. I remember there was like an evil Optimus that when they shook hands, his hand bear trapped all over Optimus's hand.
That was not evil Optimus. You're thinking that it's amazing. The other two times you were like, yo, Armada, that's Rid, right? And this time you're like, yo, Rid, that's Armada, right? That was Ultra Magnus. Ultra Magnus was this whiny little bitch boy, little brother of Optimus who was upset that he wasn't the leader. And so he was always fucking with Optimus. But when they wanted to fight, they would do a handshake, and then his arm would like turn inside out and like attach to Optimus's, and then they'd like
do a magical girl transformation. I remember Optimus Prime would jump up and do a pirouette, and then his gun would shoot into a sphere that would then reconnect at the opposite side, like the lines on a basketball, and then fire. And I hated that a lot because that like light doesn't work that way.
Yeah. And if you could force light to work that way, then you are rocking some much more powerful technology than shooting light at someone else.
What you're doing is you're conjuring up some sort of invisible black hole in the middle of that sphere.
Yeah.
Because it's bending the light.
So just shoot the black hole.
Yeah, just throw black holes at people. Make an actual Generation 1 style black hole that you open the box and it sucks in the entire planet Earth and you die and everyone else dies.
Okay.
And Hasbro pull that off.
And what would you remove for any reason? Like just like flat out for any reason? Like what reason would you remove something and what can you come up for?
Probably Sunstreaker.
And why would you get rid of him?
Go to his yeah, look at him.
give me a serious. Give me a serious.
Okay, I would remove just his head.
You'd make him even more yellow.
So that way he was not alive.
Give me a serious. Give me a serious.
I don't know. Among these figures,
you got RC.
I'd remove like 20% of RC. I'd get rid of that Optimus because no one cares. They're wasting their time when we could be getting new springers. The bug guy's perfect. The Bulkhead's growing on me. I started off lukewarm to him. I was like, I see kind of what they're doing, but still don't like the head.
Yeah,
I think that's his chin, right? Like it's 90% chin. It's as big as Optimus's mouth plate, but it's just chin, and he's got this mouth that's like he's wearing like a mustache.
So if it were me, the one I would remove from this would be RC. Not because I want to get rid of RC, but because I think this thing needs more time in the oven.
Yeah, the microwave oven.
Yeah, I guess. I would remove RC until such time as she could be fixed and, like, improved. Made more to look like herself. You would change this too, or?
Yeah, I would definitely give him a little bit more transformation in the torso. Because he just kind of did that thing where he just stood up. He's just stood up in front of a car.
So what do you think of the Legacy line in general?
I think that they're like, here's our concept, and then they made a bunch of toys. I think the toys are fine. I don't think any of it fits the concept.
You know, you're right.
Yeah.
They came up with a concept, and they only, like, half committed, because, like, one problem is they just were like, okay, we're going to take all the other stuff, and we're going to put it into G1, and then they were just like, but it's like 90% just going to be G1. Like, we're just going to do the G1 figures again, and then maybe we'll grab some stuff from elsewhere.
Hit that character with a can of spray paint. That's a perfectly good character right there. It's just not. It's not really RC. Go out and read Kiss Players. You can find it on the internet. I don't think Hasbro will care.
Yeah, that was it. See you guys later.
Yeah.
And I know you know what everyone else tells you to do at the end of these videos. So if you liked what you saw here, please do that. And if you'd like to take it a step further, then please share this video with any friend you think may be interested. I hope you all enjoyed listening to me waste your time.